it's really great that Shambhavi is taking such a great initiative, to come forward and serve the students, and she's helping out so many people around. She's also, I think you might have heard about her YouTube channel, right? The Fun with Data Science. So have you guys heard that? Like, did you guys hear that? Like, Fun with Data Science? Heard that YouTube channel? Come on, respond in the chat. Don't be so dull, right? You should be enthusiastic. Come on. You need to just inundate the chat. Come on. You should be very excited today. We are going to learn, especially for the beginners, it's going to be, wow, like such a great thing to explore on. So, okay, fine. Okay, it's okay. Some of you know it, some of you don't know it. It's okay, fine. So she is also having such a great YouTube channel, which is named as Fun with Data Science, where, she guides and explains people more about data science, and also she guides through different platforms, like not only YouTube, and she is managing all the things in all the platforms, like, and she's working on so many. Okay, schedule, please. Okay, what link? Okay, yeah, we will, yeah. Even if you go to YouTube and then just type Fun with Data Science, you'll get it, don't worry. She is also working in 1/4 labs. She is also exploring on data science and data science methodologies for data science and AI. She's also, exploring so many other courses on Coursera, like data science orientation. I think you might have heard that, and so many things like that. She's also, into Python. So that is the reason she's here to help you all today. And like, just I would say that, even Shambhavi was actually set as an educationalist in Udemy, and the courses will be out very soon after the Holi, so all of you can just go and watch all that. And like, she also not only handles Python, but also other machine languages, and so it's really a great opportunity for all of us to have her here and to extract the knowledge from her and add to your existing knowledge. It would be really great. So I just would, I don't want to waste a lot of time. So that was all about the event, like what are we going to learn in this session, and what type of projects we are going to do in this session. So it's like really good. And without further ado, I would like to hand over this session to Miss Shambhavi. So it's really great to have you, Shambhavi, here. And thank you once again so much for running the event tonight. So yes, over to you, Shambhavi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Harshita. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shambhavi. You can continue.
Yeah, sure. Hello everyone, how are you all? Can I have fine, good, yes, no, something in the chat? Fine, good, good. Okay, that's great. That's great to hear that you all are very fine and even good also. So without wasting time, let's get started for today's session, okay? So now, just one thing which I'm very good, Simran. Thank you so much. I'm very good. So the one thing which you should keep in mind is that now I have started presenting my screen. So now what you need to do is that just you need to pin up my screen. Okay, so when you just hover over the, you can say, profile, so there would be one first option to pin is screen. Okay, so just pin that, right? Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so with this, let me tell you that what is the IDE and what is the basically environment which we would be using, right? So we would be using a Google cloud-based service, and that is known as Google Collab. I will let you know that how to like open these things and all that, but just let me give you an introduction that we would be using the IDE that is known as Google Collab. Now, what's the best thing for this Google Collab is that it is a cloud-based service. So basically, whatever are the codes and whatever the programs you're going to write, they are going to be automatically saved in your Google Drive. So you can just run that programs, use that programs anywhere in any laptop, in any mobile phone even. But like basically what you need is that you just need your Gmail accounts, right? So let's get started with this. Now, I'm just opening a new tab this side, okay? After opening this new tab, what I will do, I would like simply write Google Collab, right? As soon as I will write Google Collab, I would get this screen. So just let me have a little bit zoom in the side. And here we go, right? Okay, so you must be getting the first link, that is http://collab.research.google.com. so you need to click on that, okay? Now, as soon as you will click, you will get a page like something like this. Okay, just let that open. So we can just wait for a second. Okay, now it's done, and just let me zoom this thing also, and here we go. Okay, so basically this is the first page. Whenever you open Collaboratory, this is the first page that appears. Now here it is written that what is Collaboratory and what are the things, just you can do that. So you can just go and have a look over that afterwards. Now, so basically let me tell you that this is a you can say browser in which you can, or you can say it is an IDE in which you can execute your Python programs, right? Now, what you need to do is that you need to just go on this file option, right? After going on this file option, you need to click on new notebook. As soon as you will do this thing, a new tab will open in your Google, right? And you will get a notebook which will be just opening in a little while, and you will get a notebook in which we would write our Python codes, right? So just let that open. So here we have our first notebook, right? So this is the Google Collaboratory. How does it look? Okay. So now just let me tell you a little bit feature, and then we'll be moving towards the first topic. Now here what you as soon as you put this cursor here, you can just put the backspace and you can just rub all these things. And now you can just save your notebook from whatever name you want, right? So just let me have it as, okay, and I would write lecture 2, okay, because for me this is the I have already taken the yesterday's class, so I have named that lecture 1. So now I would be naming it that lecture 2. Now next thing what I need to tell you is that you will be needing some internet connections for this, right? So if you are having internet connection, then only you can work on this IDE. Now to connect this Google Colab with your internet, what we do basically, you need to go and click on this connect button. Okay. So now as soon as you will click on the connect button, it will show allocating, connecting, and after some time it will just connect. Okay. Now here if we are in our notebook, and here we basically write these codes. So now this is called a cell wherever you write your Python codes. Okay. So this is called a cell. So this is all about this Google Colab, and this much is the thing which you need to keep in mind while using a Google Colab's notebook. Now what I need to do is that let's start our first topic for today. Okay, so all of you are familiar with some or the other languages, right? I have just seen in the chat box that you have entered C, C++, Java, JavaScript, Python. Even some of them are familiar with Python also. So you all must have heard about that, what are operators and or what are basic types of operators and all that things. So just let quickly have a revision for all these things. Okay. So just can you all?
Excuse me, I'm so sorry to interrupt in
Yeah.
between. I just
Yeah.
wanted to know, I just wanted to know if you are going to teach the same stuff as you did yesterday.
Yeah, actually it is 6:15. I would be having the same stuff, and after 6:15 I would be continuing the yesterday's class. Okay. After 6:15 I
Okay,
would be taking the new topics.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Most welcome. Okay, so just can every one of you name some types of operators in the comment box fast. I must see some responses this side, right? Because I'm not getting anyone response. Okay, plus I have plus relational operators, arithmetic, assignments. Nice, very nice, very nice. So here we go. We have the types of operators, logical, assignment, bitwise. Absolutely right, guys. So here we have the first one, arithmetic, then assignment, followed by comparison, logical, bitwise, identity, and membership. So these are the 7 types of operators in Python programming. Okay. So Utkarshan just listed all the names. Very nice, very nice. Keep it up. Now, here we move towards the first operator, and that are known as arithmetic operators. So arithmetic operators, you all have studied all these operators in your younger classes, right? That are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, quotient, and exponent. Okay. So these are all the arithmetic operators. Now, okay. Now just let's move towards the Google Colab, and let's write our first program for the arithmetic operators. Now what I need to do here is that let's say I take a variable and that variable name is A. And now what I am doing here is that I am assigning a value 10 to my variable a. Now what I would suggest is that just listen my words very carefully, okay? Just try to understand these things, whatever I am saying, right? So here what I have done, I have taken a variable and that variable name is a. Now I have assigned a value 10 to my variable a. So now here in Python, we need not to assign any data type before assigning some value or writing any value. Basically, what we were doing in C and C++ was we were writing int a, char b, float c. We were doing all these things, but in Python, we need not to do that thing. We automatically need to write the you can say variable, and just we need to assign the value to variable. We need not to specify any data type. So this is the thing that is going to be in Python. Secondly, what I have done, I have taken another variable that is b, and let's say I have assigned it a value as 20, right? So this is done. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to write c is equal to a plus b. Now what is this a plus b? Here I have used my arithmetic operator, and that arithmetic operator is addition, right? So here I have used my operator. Now what are a and b? So basically my a and b, they are acting as operands. So the operator which you use has some name that can be arithmetic, assignment, logical, bitwise, identity, membership, anyone. And the variables on which you basically perform the operation, that are known as operands, right? So this is the thing. Now, next thing, if I want to print something in Python, okay, print an output in Python. So basically what I do, I simply use a word that is called as print. I would put, write like these small brackets, and I would simply write C. So basically what we were doing, we were either using C out, or we were using C in, we were using printf and all that thing. So basically in Python what we use print to print something in the output. And here I want the C variable to be printed. Why? Because in my C variable I have stored a plus b. So basically my a and b, both of these are having values. So I have stored these values in my C variable, right? So I need to print that C. Now here I have done my assignment arithmetic operator. Now if I want to run any cell in this Google Colab, what I will do? I will do shift is, okay, sorry, there are two options to do this. First is that you are just seeing a circle this side, right? So you can just click on this circle, and the second one is that you can do shift plus enter. So this time I am just doing this circle, okay? And now I have got my first output in my Python programming, and that is 30. Right? So just let me know that is this is this arithmetic operator clear to you, that how do we perform arithmetic operations and basically how do we write the programs? Yes, clear. Okay. Very nice, guys, very nice. Now this is done. This was about the arithmetic operators, but the story isn't complete here, right? I have told about the addition sign, and if you want to learn some new language, what you need to do is that you need to go after this class and practice all the operators which are left. So for that, what you can do, you can just take the screenshots of the slides whichever I am sharing with you. I have no problem with that, right? So let's go move towards the second, and second we have assignment operators. Now, what are the assignment operators? So assignment operators are the one in which basically we use plus and equal to, like plus minus multiplication, and that are optional, and we use equal to sign with them. Now let me just give a little bit more explanation about assignment operators. So basically we have seen many a times that we write a is equal to a plus 1. So basically when we write a is equal to a plus 1, that equal to and that plus sign, they both are called as assignment operators. Okay, so basically this is the thing. Now here we have two things, long example and we have even shortcut also. So I would be discussing both of these. Just let me go to Google Colab and let's write our second program. And I hope you all are writing with me, yes or no? Okay, fine. Very nice. Now here what I am doing is that I am again taking a variable, and let's say I have again taken the variable that is a. Now I would write a is equal to. Now what I will do, I would just assign some value to it. Let's say I would be assigning the value as 15 here, right? Now what I would be doing, in the next line I would be writing a is equal to a plus 1, and now this equal to and plus sign, when I have used these both signs together, they are known as assignment operators. And in the print statement, I would quickly write a. So basically this is how we use assignment operators. So this is a long form for using the assignment operator. Okay. So in the output, basically I have got the answer as 16, and okay, 15 plus 1 is always 16, right? So here in the output, I have got the output as 16. Now I was saying that we even have a shortcut also, right? Now just let me quickly tell you that shortcut. So for that, what I will be doing, I would just commenting this line. Okay, now what are comments? So comments are basically, you can say extra things that we just write in our program. Okay, so for commenting any line in this, what we use a hash symbol. Okay, so basically this is how we comment a line in this Python. Okay, now what I have done, I have written a is equal to 15 and then printed. Now what I want to do is that I want to perform the shortcut. Now just pay attention a little bit more this time, okay? I would write plus equal to, and I would write 1. Okay. Now just see what is the thing that I am telling you. When I have written this a plus equal to 1, so that is just equal to a is equal to a plus 1. Okay. So whenever or wherever you just see that someone has written a plus is equal to 1, you can just identify and tell that okay, you have written a is equal to a plus 1. So this one is the shortcut for writing this a is equal to a plus 1. Okay. Now the second thing which you should keep in mind here is that you need not to leave any space between this plus and this equal to sign, because if you are going to leave some space, it will result you in the error. And why it will result you in error? Because here what you are using an assignment operator, and everything has its own syntax, right? So here you need not to leave any space between this plus and equal to sign. So this was about the assignment operator. Do you have any doubts, or is it clear? Can I have a yes or no? Clear. Okay, Rajiv. Okay. It's easy. Yeah, Utkarsh. Python is very easy, right? Okay, that's clear, right? Now, so this was about the assignment operators. Now we will be moving towards the third one, and that are comparison operators. So basically from the name only we can understand that comparison operators are those operators which are used to compare something, right? Because even in English also we have the word, the meaning of the word comparison, to compare something, right? So basically what are these comparison operators used for? They are used to compare between some numbers or between some variables or something like that. Okay. Now, comparison operators are listed as equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. So these are the comparison operators. Now let's quickly go to Google Colab and let's write a program. And there I would be telling you about the use of if-else conditions. That what is the basic syntax for using if-else conditions in Python programming. Okay. So I would be covering this if-else condition within here in this example only, right? So just pay a little bit of more attention towards this side. Now I would just, okay, let's take another variable. Let's say we have taken a variable that is p. Now I would just assign the value as 13. Okay, let's be 13. Now I would take another value that is q, and now I would assign the value as 24, right? Now what I need to do is that whenever I need to use any comparison operator, what I need to do is that I need to give some conditions this side, right? I need to apply some conditions. So what I will do, I would simply write if, okay, if p is greater than q. So here in between what I have used a comparison operator, and that comparison operator is greater than. Now, if p is greater than q, now what is the syntax for using if-else conditions in Python programming? Okay, I have some questions from Simran. Less than, greater than operators are relational operators. Okay, Simran, we have like many of the operators have even different names also, right? So you can just take them as relational operators, or you can just take them as comparison operators. Okay, so we have different names for different operators also. Even one operator is having some different name also and some different name also, so that the things goes like that only, right? Now, if P is greater than Q, I have written the condition here. If P is greater than Q, I would put a colon. Why this colon? Because this colon is a syntax for using if-else condition in Python. So, I have used if P is greater than Q colon. Now, as soon as I put the colon and do enter sign, what I got some space this side, right? So, basically, this space is called as indentation. Now, if you are making any mistake while giving this spaces or while giving some spaces in Python programming, so you are gonna get an error that is known as indentation error. So keep one thing in mind, if you ever get some error like indentation error, so quickly go and check your spaces and check the syntax for if else and if else conditions. Okay, so you must have made some mistake there, that side only, right? So if P is greater than Q. Now I would just simply write a print statement. Now how to print something? What we have seen just now, that what we have seen that we were printing a variable in programming, right? We were just writing a variable inside and we were getting the value. Now if I want to print some statement, some output, so I would write my print, and inside that brackets I would put these semicolons. So these semicolons are what we will do. I would simply write that if P is greater than Q. So here I would write this like condition and give the output that P is okay, P is greater than Q. So just let me, if my condition satisfies, that is P is greater than Q, so print me the output that P is greater than Q. And if this condition is false, so here I would write else. I would again put semicolon because the semicolon is a part of my syntax. Then enter, and then I would print that Q is greater than P. Okay, so here we completed our comparison operator and even the use of if-else condition in Python programming. Now, as soon as I will run this program, I would get the output that Q is greater than P. And yes, because my first condition does not satisfy, because P is having a smaller value than Q. So my else statement printed me the output that Q is greater than P. So just let me know that, are you all clear with the use of comparison as well as if-else condition in Python? Okay, Utkarsh. Okay, Sunidhi. Okay. Great. So this was about the this was about the comparison operators. Now our next operators which we will be using are logical operators. So here we go. Okay, just let me know that you all have heard about logical gates and or not. Have you all heard about this or not? Okay. So can you just name me some logical operators? Whatever you all know. And, or. Okay, Deepak. And, or, and. Okay. I got that. So basically, or, and not. These three are the basic logical operators. And, okay. Now just let me know that what is the function of or operator. What do or operator do? Not in terms of 0 and 1. Not in terms of 0 and 1. Okay, I got the answer, correct answer from S. Balakrishna, that OR operator is used for addition. I got the correct answer. Then I have the answer from Rajiv, that OR operators are used for addition and AND operators are used for multiplication. So here what we do basically when we apply OR operators, so basically what it does, it adds between two numbers, okay? And whenever I apply AND operator, what it does, it just multiplies two numbers, okay? Now let's go towards the Google Colab and let's write okay. Here we are going to write some program, and let's say I have given us a value of a is equal to 10, right? I had assigned another variable that is b, and that is equal to 20, right? Now what I am going to do is that just pay attention towards this, because now I am going to use this OR operator in a very single line, right? So here in the print statement I would write a or b is, and I would put the semicolon, and this is the statement which I want to be, which like I want that whenever my output should be there, this should be printed. So that is why I just put these things in the semi-quotes. Now what I did, I quickly put a comma, right? After putting this comma, not just have attention that I would write A, I would put my or sign. So basically this is the or sign which we use, this straight dash. Now where is this straight dash present in our keyboard? So basically this straight dash is present at the upside of the enter key. Basically in upside of the enter key we have slash and one straight dash. So basically that straight dash acts as a or operator in Python programming, right? So I have just put that or operator this side, right? Okay, so I have a question. Can we use plus in place of comma? No, Deepak. We have, as I told you, that every language has its own syntax, right? So here we basically use commas, right? So this is okay. The plus sign is used when you will be using strings, not in place of these things. When you will be just dealing with a particular and properly, you will be fairly dealing with the strings topic. There you can use plus sign, but not in these cases, right? So this is how we do the things, and this is about the OR operator. Now when I'm going to run this, I would be getting the addition of these two numbers, and that is 30. Right? So this is about the OR operator, and other than that I'm left with and what one not operator also. So you need to check that operators on your own. Now moving towards the next one. So here we have just like saying about the logical operators, right? Now I would be taking you to another slides. Now just let me open that slides, and now what I would be taking you to is okay, keywords and identifiers. So now just let me know about the keywords. That what are keywords? Quickly let me know the definitions for keywords in the chat box. Reserved words. Very nice. Absolutely correct. Reserved words. Okay, Santosh. Nice. Predefined words. Very nice, Dilshat. Small individual units. 32 keywords in C. Okay, 32 keywords in C, right? Predefined meaning. Very nice, Mil. Okay, so I got the idea that what are keywords. Keywords are basically the reserved words. Keywords are the predefined words. Okay, so you all know about keywords. So basically there are total 33 keywords in Python. Okay, in Python we have total 33 keywords, and one more thing, except true, false and none. All the three except all these three keywords, every keyword are in small letters. That is known as lowercase. So basically lowercase is known as small letters and uppercase is known as capital letters, right? So what I would be doing is that all other keywords except true, false and none. Okay, now just have a look over here that true, false and none. Just let me go here. Okay, now just have a look this side and let me do one thing. Just let me connect my pen tablet and okay, done. Okay, just 1 second. Right. So here we go. Now what I wanted to tell you all is that just have a look over these keywords in Python, right? So here we have listed all the keywords, whatever the keywords are present in Python. Now, just see these first three that are here, that is false, none and true. So all these three keywords are having their first letters as capital, right? And other than that, none of the keywords are having their first letter as capital, right? So this is the thing, that false, none and true. All these three are having their first letter as capital, right? And yeah, all these total are the 33 keywords that are present in Python. Now what I would suggest to you is that you can just take a screenshot or you can just have a look over all of these keywords, because afterwards, after 10 to 15 minutes, I would be having some questions to discuss with you all, and you need to give me the correct answers in that, right? So just have a look over all of these keywords, whatever are the keywords in Python, right? So I hope by the time you all have taken the screenshots and you must have seen. So should I move forward? Can I have a yes or no in the chat box? Keep the chat box a little bit active, guys. It's a little bit slow, right? Yes, that's the spirit. Very nice, very nice. Okay, we should proceed, and just let me cancel this thing. Okay, right. Now, what are identifiers? Can I have some definition for identifiers? Identifiers. What are identifiers basically? What you have studied in identifiers? Names. Okay. What else? What else? I need some good answers. Variables. Absolutely correct. Okay, names, variables, identity, functions. Okay, guys. So what are identifiers? Identifiers are the names given to entities like class, function, variables, which helps to differentiate one entity from another, right? So the things which differentiate one entity from another, that are called as identifiers. So basically in the very starting of the first code, I was again and again saying that let's say we take a variable that is a, right? So what was that variable? That variable is having another name of identifier. Variables and identifiers, they both are the same thing, right? So that is why even in the very starting of this program I was saying that let's say take a variable a, let's say take a variable b. So basically this is how we can define identifiers. Now here we have some rules for identifiers, right? So the first rule is that identifiers cannot start with a digit. When you are going to like initialize or declare a variable or identifier, you cannot declare that variable like whenever it is starting from a digit. What I mean to say is that you cannot define a variable in which you are having a number in the starting. Let's say I have written 9a. So this 9a is not a valid identifier because it is starting with a digit. Keep these five rules in mind because further I would be asking questions, right, from these things only. So this 9 is the, like, you cannot make a identifier as 9a because 9 is a digit and identifiers cannot start with a digit. Digits can be there in the middle or at the last, but in the starting we cannot have digits. Okay, now second, that can be of any length. Now what is this? Identifiers, or which we call variables, they can be of any length. Okay, I have one question. Digits in words possible? Yeah, digits in words are absolutely possible and it is absolutely right, but what is the condition that I have just now told, that they cannot start with a digit. They can have digits in the middle, they can have digits in the last, but they cannot have digits in the starting, right? Second was, I was just moving towards that they can be of any length. You can even write a one digit variable, or you can take it to 100 digits variable. That's your wish. So they can be of any length, right? Third, keywords cannot be used. So this was a thing that I was again and again saying you to pay attention towards the whatever I was telling, the keywords name, that keywords cannot be used. Now whatever were the keywords, total 33 keywords that we have seen, so they cannot be used as identifiers or variables, right? So this was the third point. Now moving towards the fourth, special symbols are not allowed. What are special symbols? So okay, just let me know some special symbols in the chat box quickly. At the rate, exclamation mark, okay, hash, underscore, percent, asterisk, okay, dollar, percent, at the rate, rupees. Absolutely correct, guys, well done. So special symbols are not allowed, but keep one thing in mind this side. Keep one thing in mind, that underscore is always allowed as a special symbol while writing an identifier. So now what I want to say is that you can use this underscore for writing your variables. Let's say you have written something like a underscore b. So this is always allowed. Okay, you can always use this underscore while declaring a variable, or you can just name it as identifier, right? Other than that, you cannot use any of the symbols like at the rate, dollar, and these all symbols you have just mentioned in the chat box. You cannot use any one of these, but you can use underscore. If you are going to write something like only underscore, that is also valid. If you are not going to write any like character or something with this underscore, even this underscore is also like you can say it will not show an error. Okay, now the last thing that I just told, that they can be combination. So what I just meant from this thing, that they can be combination. So they can be a combination like A underscore 9B. Okay, so here what I have done, I have covered all the rules whichever I have just told here, right? So A underscore 9B, you can just name any identifier or variable like this. It will not show any error. So this is the meaning of the last line, that it is written can be combination, right? So these were the 5 rules that I just wanted to let you all know. Okay, so are we good to go? I have some questions for you all. So are you all ready for that? Yes, yes. Okay, 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 okay. Very nice, very nice. So now I'm going to display some questions. Now just see what I'm saying. Just listen once. That first you need to tell that is that identifier valid or invalid, and after that you need to tell the reason that why it is valid or why it is not valid. Okay, just 1 second. So this is the, okay, just let me do a little bit corrections this side, because I was just writing with my hand, so it just got a little bit of, okay, right. So just 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now just give me the answer for the first question. That is this a valid identifier or an invalid identifier? Quickly, quickly, quickly. Valid, invalid, valid, not valid, no, no, invalid, valid, invalid. Okay, okay, so the ones who are saying valid, give your suggestions and give your reasons. The ones who are saying invalid, give your reasons that why it is valid or why it is invalid. Quickly, I want some answers. It's a keyword, absolutely right, Deepak, it's a keyword. Well done, you have given the first very correct answer. Then followed by Aditya, Sunidhi and many more students. Invalid because keyword. Very good, Archandra. Very nice. So basically this is an invalid identifier. Why? Because for is a keyword. This is the only reason that I was saying you that just have a proper look over that 33 keywords list that I showed you, right? So this is the reason. So now the ones who are just confused about the valid and invalid for, are you all clear with that? The ones who were confused, is this absolutely clear to you all? Okay, 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 very nice, very nice. Now, moving towards the second. Tell me that is 95W valid or invalid? Quickly. Okay, invalid because start with numerical, invalid, start with digit, invalid, invalid. Invalid, digits first position, invalid, not valid, invalid, invalid. Cannot start with digits, invalid. Absolutely right, guys. All of you have given the very correct answer. Very happy to see that. That 95W cannot be a valid identifier. That is, it is an invalid identifier because it is starting with a digit. Very dull, very well done, very well done. Moving towards the third. X underscore Y, valid or invalid? Valid, 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 valid. Okay, 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 Santosh, valid because starting with alphabet. Valid, valid, valid. Absolutely correct, guys. I need some more reasons that why is this a valid identifier. Quickly, give me some reasons. Okay, valid, valid. Okay, I need reasons. Okay, okay, Deepak. Some more reasons, guys. It's not the thing that you will write valid and invalid only. I would be needing some reasons also. It starts with variable, valid, underscore. Underscore is allowed. Underscore in between contain alphabets and underscore. Very nicely explained, MD. Okay, Sakib Hussain. So if I'm so sorry if I have just pronounced your name wrong, but very well done. So what we have X underscore Y. So basically X are the alphabets that are allowed in identifiers and underscore is also allowed. So this is a valid identifier. Now moving towards the fourth question. Moving towards the fourth, underscore AB. Valid starting with alphabet and underscore allowed. Okay, valid, valid because starting with underscore. Valid, valid, valid. Invalid, valid, valid, valid. Okay, quickly give me some more reasons that why this fourth one is a valid or invalid. Quickly. Invalid because combination. Okay, valid because underscore is valid. Valid can start with underscore, starting with underscore, valid starting underscore combination is allowed. Absolutely correct, Sunidhi. So underscore AB is valid. Why? Because identifiers can be combination and they can even start with underscores. What was the condition? That they cannot start with digits. But here what it is, the case is that they are starting with underscore. That is why this is a valid identifier. Quickly moving towards the last question, that is 5. 9 underscore P. Not valid, invalid because starting with digit, invalid, invalid, invalid because it starts with digit, invalid, 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 invalid. Some more reasons. Quickly, I want reasons. Reasons. Invalid starts with digit. Invalid cannot start with digit. Absolutely correct, Abhiraj. Invalid because it is starting with numerical. Okay, okay, okay. Invalid beginning with a digit. Okay, Darshan. Absolutely correct. You all are doing very well. This is an invalid identifier because identifiers cannot start with a digit, right? So here we have a identifier that is starting with a digit 9 underscore P. Okay. So these were the 5 questions which I was just trying to ask you, and I must say that you all have given a very wonderful response. Great guys, very well done, very well done. Now I just need to cover one more topic for the revision, like the topics which I have taken yesterday. Someone wants to say something? I guess someone's mic was open. No issues. So we would just be covering about data types, okay? And then you can just join the next meeting. So what are data types? Okay, just let me know that what are data types? Quickly, quickly. Guys, I need to have some answers. That what are data types? Int, float, char, which defines the data. Okay, Utkarsh, Deepak, Muhammad, Hussan. Okay, int char. Okay, Roshan. Int float. Okay, Priyanshu. Okay. Boolean. Okay, that's also true, Simran. Boolean is also. Okay, Abhinav. Okay, Subhash. Test the type of data. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So what are data types? Variables can hold values and values have data type. Just pay attention towards this line, whatever I have written here. That variables can hold values and values have data types. Okay, strings. Okay, strings. See. What I have written, just let me explain this a little. Okay, again that blue pen came. Now just let me erase the thing, and now let me just have the black color, and now just let me reduce this also. Right, done. So let's say I have written a is equal to 10. So what was the thing that I was just saying from the very starting of this class, that let's say a is a variable that is storing the value as 10. I was saying that let's say a is a variable and what it is holding a value as 10. So this is the thing that I have written, that variables can hold values, right? So a is a variable that is holding a value as 10 and values have data type. So the value which I have written here, it must have a data type. So this is the thing which I just wanted to explain, that variables can hold values and values have data type. So just let me know, this 10 is of which data type? Quickly, what is the data type for this 10? Int. Okay, integer. Vishali, okay. Okay, Riya, okay, Shivangi, okay. Okay, absolutely correct, guys. This 10 is having a data type and that data type is integer, int. Right? Now, here just let me have a little bit of zoom in and let me just do one thing. Okay, so let me cancel this one and zoom. Okay, just 1 second. Okay. So these are basically the Python data types that are listed here. So numeric, dictionary, boolean, set, and sequence type. So integer, complex number, float, string, list, and tuple. So these all are the data types which we have basically in Python programming. Okay. So these are the listed data types, and now I would be just discussing about all of these in today's second class, right? So here we have these things. Now just let me again zoom out the things, and now. So this was about the data types, and further what we have to see data types, and now we have to see typecasting, and we would be seeing that things in the second batch for this sessions. So guys, just let me know, you have any queries regarding this class? If you have any questions, just ask them in the chat box. And yeah, even the next meeting link is even in the chat box. You can just join the next meetings also. Underscore is used for which identities? Okay, Simran, so underscore is basically not used for any particular identity, but what it is that it is used to write identifier. Let's say you want to store some string. So what you will do, you will write my underscore str and you will store that string in this identifier. You can just name it as variable. Okay, so this is the thing which is for which this underscore is used. Basically what we can say, it is used to separate one word from another. Let's say we cannot give spaces, so that is why we use underscores. It's better to use Collab or Jupyter Notebook. So Shah, that's totally upon your wish. Whatever you want, you can use. Both of them are just awesome. I use VS Code. Okay, very nice, very nice, very nice. What is PEP8? Okay, Abhinav, let's not jump into that. We'll discuss these things later on, right? Any other thing? Which program for code Python? Okay, Priyanshu, I just did not got your question, whatever you are just saying to ask. I use ideally. Okay, that's absolutely fine, no issue. Okay, thank you so much, Suniti, thank you. VS Code is best. Yeah, you can say that it's best. Yeah, you can use VS Code to do the Python. Most welcome. Even you have some one link of form in your chat box, so just fill that forms for the attendance part, okay? Okay, so thank you so much guys for this wonderful session. Let's meet in the second session of this bootcamp, right? So we'll be seeing you there.
Yeah, yes. I just would like to make one announcement that like all of you who joined now, so you need to be having the attendance actually. So the link is provided in the chat box. So please do fill that and then leave and join the next session. Okay. So you need to fill that Google form.
बहुत जबरदस्त अरे पूछो ना रिकॉर्ड हो गया आज का आज वाला ही कल पड़ेगा
कल ठीक है कल डाल दूंगी
कल शाम को छुट्टी रहेगी ना आज तो बहुत जबरदस्त पढ़ा दूसरा लिंक आ गया आपने
उस पे है
लिंक्डइन पे है
लिंक्डइन पे है
हाँ मैं दूं क्या
हाँ
भेजूं तो
नहीं फिर हम स्क्रीन रिकॉर्ड